with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. For the ball, and we are ready for action. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They go play action with Sellers. Got his man on the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Here's a give to Auguste. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Sellers. Gonna take a shot. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Makes the grab. It's Bennett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking for room. It's Clark.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the right. There's some room. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Quarterback keep. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Arch Madness. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll take it on the return. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who we bring in, too, who are studs. So, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. It's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Might as well stick with him. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Play action, here's Manning. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Manning from the gun on third down. Looking for a huge play. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Third and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on third and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT. It's kind of like a punt.
Motion from the back. Looking for space. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers on the play action. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Under fire. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Under fire. Finds some time. At the 35, he's open. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look in on Iowa State, taking on the number 9 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country. Games that promise to have an impact on the top 25.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They try it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Running to Green, turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Handoff for Auguste. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Throwing Manning. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Makes a grab down the middle. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's Brown. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nice move to keep running. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Sellers. Might be looking to run. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Brown running left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Brown again.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hand off for Brown. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To throw, Manning. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Grounding. Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Now here's Manning. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Now on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return.
This game is ugly. Yuck.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime.
Most non-entertaining game ever.
Alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that pulling, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Third down from the gun, Manning. He'll pull it down. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, Manning. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal up with a pick. And, man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Here's a give to Auguste. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain?
Could be an alley. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. These two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Florida State Seminoles. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Dome. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So the SMU Mustangs kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch on the left. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off the touchdown.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1, it's tough to take an injury this early. Dropping back, it's Jennings. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in...
And he's got it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The Mustangs head quickly to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Unleashes one. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
They want to run this quarterback. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat.
But picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Dances away. That's caught. It's Lopez. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lopez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the
that was a horrible pass.
But it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Berry. There's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The snap sets up the throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. We'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job.
Touchdown, Florida State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They get to him as he throws. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Pulls it in.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Hawkins. Rushes on him. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. Field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it down the field. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. To the air, it's Berry. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Knowles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To throw, it's Hawkins. This time on target. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Hawkins. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Mustangs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for a deep man. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hale. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
He'll take a shot. And it's picked off in the end zone. But no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Ole Miss with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and
Ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, they're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will, finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Mustang's offense is ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They'll try to run for it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Leaves it with the running back. Maybe a crease. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The short hands, it's Singleton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Carter. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Leaping grab for a big gain. There he goes to the right. What a play to get inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Pressure coming. Still looking for a man. Slings it downfield. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hand off to the lone back. There's a crease. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hawkins. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Hawkins finds the tight end. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew.
Maybe some room here. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unloads quickly. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset.
He's loose. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. All out of space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Working that left side now. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Throwing, Hawkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins puts it out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Hawkins. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Again, it's Hawkins. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Fourth down, Hawkins. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Holly, what update do you have on that?
People are so excited about how this young freshman quarterback has responded today. This is his first career start, but you wouldn't know it. Leading his team out onto the field just now, talking to the offensive lineman, he is poised, in control, and showing great leadership here in his first start. And he's performed well on the field. Guys, back to you.
Catch inside the 25. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Just threw that one way too far.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in the...
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. This is a money play on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish. And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. The field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing, Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Give him 109 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Great place to start for this offense. The lone back's got it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He hurls one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the defense wins that battle, and not surprisingly, they're paying attention. Like, you kind of want to peep over there when the guy already has 3 touchdowns on the day. They're in tune. They know where the football's going. Nice job playing better coverage on a guy that, quite honestly, has dominated this football game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt